Hello and welcome back, I'm Mike.
And this is Aiden.
And this is the third and last in our little Speed Duel Deck Profiles thing. What have you got for us today?
Okay, so today my favourite deck in Speed Duels is Dark Magician Girl.
So not Dark Magician, just Dark Magician Girl.
Dark Magician Girl, yeah. I feel that Dark Magician, despite having lots of tools to summon him, I think that 500 more attack than Dark Magician Girl for the cost it takes to bring him out is not worth it in my eyes. So
fair enough.
I decided to just run Dark Magician Girl because if you didn't know, she's actually, I would say, my favourite card of all time, because when this card first came out, the artwork just caught my eye. There was something about it, because I like magicians.
Okay, moving on.
Well, she was secret rare when she came out, and I first saw it. I was like, oh man, that card, I literally need to own it. Never did own it in secret rare, unfortunately, but yeah, it just brings back a lot of nostalgia playing Dark Magician Girl again, which is good.
Fair enough. Let's get to it.
So, of course, we run 3 Dark Magician Girl in this, so it is only a 1 sacrifice monster, 2k attack. You're not going to get the bonus, sadly, of the attack boost for Dark Magician or Magician of Black Chaos in your graveyard, but we don't care too much about that. We're trying to bring out a big beat stick spellcaster, and with other cards in the deck, we like to basically just run over the opponent with it, and it's actually easier to bring out with another card that I use as well. So yeah, definitely 3 Dark Magician Girl. And this was the one I was mentioning, Legion the Fiend Jester. So when he's summoned, you can tribute summon a spellcaster in addition to your normal summon.
Including himself.
Yeah, so you can summon Legion and then tribute summon him instantly for Dark Magician Girl. And then not only that, if he's sent from field to graveyard, you can search your deck or graveyard for any normal spellcaster and add it to your hand. So a lot of the times you could run Dark Magician in the deck with this, so when this is sent to the graveyard you could technically search Dark Magician, but I just found there was no real reason to do that. So I do run a target for it, but it's not Dark Magician. But yeah, definitely one of the best cards in this deck.
And that target is?
And that target is Rogue Doll. So say you summon Legion, you can summon Dark Magician Girl instantly by tributing him, and then add a Rogue Doll from graveyard or deck to your hand, so you know next turn that you do have something to summon if worst case happens, and there's ways to boost the attack as well. So having a 1600 4-star Rogue Doll is actually better than you think in some certain circumstances.
Yeah. Especially in Speed Duels.
And then rounding it off, I think it's round. Oh no, it's not. 3 Copycats. So this card is actually insane. I actually really like this card in Speed Duels. I overlooked it at first because I thought it was when the card was normal summoned you can copy a monster's attack. But it just says if this card is summoned, so that's via special summon, anything like that, copy one monster's attack and defense on the field. So this is a great card when... This is one of the reasons you don't need Dark Magician, because if you think Dark Magician is basically a beat stick, whereas with this guy you can just copy anything your opponent has and just run over it that way anyway. So yeah, definitely a good card. Rounding off, Magical Undertaker. I think this guy was from Speed Duels Attack from the Deep. I think that one is, yeah. So he's one of the new support for spellcasters.
Yeah, I don't recognise him
in the set. So he's actually really good late game. He comes in handy. So when he's flipped, you can target a level 4 or lower spellcaster in your graveyard and special summon that target. So it's come up where they've had one monster attack this guy, flipped him up. I have special summoned Legion back to the field, then next turn tribute summon Legion, summon Dark Magician Girl, and then added Rogue Doll. So you get like a lot of pluses off this, or you can summon Copycat as well. So, and as it says, when he's summoned, you can copy the attack of their monster and sort of halt their battle phase right there. That rounds off the monsters. I only run 2 spells, 2 Wonder Wands, so a crit Tony to a spellcaster. It gains 500 attack, and then you can send this card and the equipped monster to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. So again, you can search off of Legion with it. You can generally, I mean, a lot of the time I don't actually send the monster to the graveyard. That's more of a last resort, but you just like to give them the extra 500 attack. But the draw as a backup is also good to have as well. And the 2 Magician Circle, very, very good card. So the opponent, or when a spellcaster monster declares an attack, so this can, your opponent benefits as well, but Each player special summons a spellcaster with 2,000 or less attack from the deck in attack position, so you can pretty much grab anything in the deck.
Yeah.
So Dark Magician Girl, Copycat, whatever suits your need for the situation. Very good card. And then, hate to be generic again, I've got to do it. 2 Kunai and then 3 Windstorm. Probably don't need to say much more on those. They're just, you got to have them. There's not much access to certain cards in Speed Duels at the moment, and these ones just give you the basic generic advantage, so there's no reason not to run them at the moment. Unless you're running like Blue Eyes Beatdown, where you don't need trap cards, you just overhaul the opponent instantly, then
you're trying to get stuff out and destroy, aren't you? So what do you use with this then?
I actually use Power of the Dark with this. So you might think this is actually one of the weakest skill cards, to the point you probably think, why use it? But it's actually better than you think in some situations. So all spellcaster monsters on the field gain 200 attack and defense. So what's actually really good about this is, if you say your opponent has a Blue Eyes, you can summon Copycat, copy its attack, and then gain 200 more on top. So then you can run over the Blue Eyes without losing your own monster. So, and not only that, it boosts, little things like Wonder Wand equipped with Power of the Dark as well. So an extra 700 attack boost. It makes Dark Magician Girl quite powerful straight off the bat. So, yeah, that's why I run that one. Pretty neat card.
Cool. Well, there you go. That is the third deck that we've shown. That's all 3 we're going with. I do like this deck. I saw you before with this. You got 3 bloody Dark Magician Girls out on. I was like, oh come on, that's just horrible.
You can stall, you can attack, you can do what you want with it, and Dark Magician Girls Bay. Everyone loves Dark Magician Girl
for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
At all. Just Well, there we are. Thank you very much for that. And don't forget, I think we're coming up to the end of our giveaway, where you can win 5 Battles of Legend, Heroes of Revenge, and this lovely custom mat direct from us. So go check that out. We should have the Battles of Legend unboxing coming up pretty soon, which is nice. So look out for that pretty soon. But until next time, it is goodbye from me.
And peace out from me, guys.
See ya.